Hello guys, this is a pre-market analysis of 26th of August, and yesterday was Nifty monthly expiry and tomorrow is Sensex monthly expiry. So it's 1 DT to Sensex monthly expiry. Now if you look at it, there are a lot of positives. Brent crude is falling to 86. A couple of days back it was at 94, so that's a big positive. And then rupee is also appreciating almost 35 paisa, which is also good. US treasury yields is falling, which is good for equity market. US markets have closed positive, which is again good. Nasdaq is almost 0.66 percentage up, and then Indian ADRs, if you see, that's strongly positive. Gift Nifty is also positive now. It is trading around 24,560, and FIIs, DIIs both were buying. Yesterday also FIIs bought. Day before also FIIs bought. DIIs anyway buying, but still the Strait of Hormuz developments, that's not there. That risk is there, and crude can reverse at any point of time if there is any confusion. But mainly this crude oil is the issue. But at this point of time, crude oil is at 86, which is a very good positive, right? Now let's look at what all these and how we trade today. See, the thing is that just because market is positive, we are not going to chase the gap up. We may be getting, see, Gift Nifty is indicating around 100-point gap up now, because yesterday when our market closed, the September series was trading at around 460, 24,460. We closed at 24,330. So approximately you can see 100 to 120 premium is there on futures. Now it is trading at 560. That means it will be 100-point gap up is what we can expect. So we may be getting an opening around 24 400 420 level. Okay. Now when you're getting 24 420 level, the straight move to 24 500 is very much possible, right? There is a dip possible to 24 370 and can take support also. But I would say if you can wait for the dip and get a support and then trade, that will be much better. So today, for me, any dip is a buying opportunity. As a seller, I will consider selling put options, and as a buyer, I'll be considering buying the call option. Any dip if you are getting, I'll sell put option or I'll buy call option. So this is actually the plan. And in case yeah, this is but the thing is that yesterday's close was at 24 330, but before the CAS candle it was around 24 260. So from there we are almost getting kind of 180-point gap up. So we need to consider that, and we need to wait for a retracement, and then let it come to something like 20 EMA. Anywhere close to 20 EMA you can buy, and that is going to be the best strategy. Okay, so one buy opportunity you'll be getting for sure at around 20 EMA. So that's something which you can plan. Apart from that, as I told you, the WTI is now 81 and Brent is 86, which is coming from 94 a couple of sessions back. So that's roughly 6-7% dip, and that's very important for India because that is significantly, affecting our inflation, the current account, the import bill, and the rupee, and overall macro sentiment. So when the crude price is coming down, rupee is also appreciating. So this is actually very good positive. Now, why, if you ask me, why the crude oil price is falling, is because the latest US sanction on Iran was considered, not as strong enough as market expected. So market expected much more, and in fact, it was priced in already. So once it came to know that it's not that severe, then it is actually cooled off. So that is what actually happened. Now coming to, yeah, yesterday it was monthly expiry. We discussed in pre-market, and I have updated in the post-market also. As expected, only it happened. It was a positive close, and day before yesterday also, FIIs were buying, and these same scenarios were there yesterday also. The treasury, bond yield is coming down. US market was positive. Brent was trading at around 89 from 94. All these were positive. So we were looking for a bounce. We got the gap down, and market came to yesterday's previous day low and made a new high also. So that's what happened yesterday. So US 10-year treasury yield fell more than 7 basis point. So that is also very good positive for the market. And if you look at US economic data, that's slightly weakened. The consumer confidence is 89.4. It dropped from, it dropped below 90 for the first time in 6 months. And new home sales fell around 10.5. Not a big one. I just mentioned that as I've seen this. Now, US markets yesterday closed positive. Dow's zero point 0.3 positive, S&P 0.3 positive, Nasdaq 0.66 positive. But last day Nasdaq was almost zero point 0.7 negative, so it's completely recovered. Indian ADRs, if you see, ICICI is strongly positive, 2.5%. Infosys is 2% up. So if you look at it, both banking and IT, both are looking good, right? Wipro is approximately flat. HDFC is 0.5%, but still ADR is looking very strong. So that's something, very good. And rupee strengthened sharply yesterday. If you see, yesterday it's trading at around 95.41. Monday it was 95.75. So almost in one session, 34 paisa rupee appreciated, which is again very strong for market. So if you see, these are positives. Brent is coming to 86 from 94, which is a sharp dip, almost 8-10%, and rupees appreciating, very positive. US Treasury yield is falling, positive. US market is positive. Nasdaq 0.6% up, and it's completely recovered previous day loss. And ADRs are strong. FIIs, DIIs buying. Gift Nifty is already indicating 100-point gap up. But can we chase the gap up? Definitely no. What we need to do, wait for the dip, retracement, and then around 20 EMA, that is where you'll get the first buying opportunity. Yesterday, FIIs bought for 1600 crore and DIIs bought for 230 crore. PCR also improved significantly. Approximately yesterday it was monthly expiry, so 60% unwinding or expiry happened on the call side, and put side it's 42.5%. So, in fact, PCR have jumped from 0.83 yesterday. It was very bearish to 1.17, which is strongly bullish. So PCR is also showing bullishness. Again, if you look at the participant positioning, retailers are on the index option OI, if I'm talking about 26% net positive retailers, 2.3% net positive prop traders, FIAs 28% net negative. And on futures, retailers 78% long, DIA 65% long, prop traders are 58% long, and FIAs are 90% short. This is the only thing which is actually concerning me. So everyone is predominantly long except FIIs, who's largely short on futures. Okay, so that's it. These are the important points that I want to discuss. So important level, of course, 24,300 is now going to be a very important pivot, very important support. Before that, 24,350 will act as a support because 350 is the breakout level. Once the market open above that, 350 will act as a first round of support, right? So that is where you can look for first buying opportunity, or 300, depending upon your risk appetite. Or it is better as an intraday player to buy near 20 MA, and then you can get a up move, probably considering all these positivity. So options data also, if you see, call open interest is maximum now at 24,500, and then 24,200. 24,200 anyway will run for cover today, and fresh call writing is coming at 24,500 and 600. So 24,500 is a major resistance as of now. Let's see whether they will break it today. Chances very less, but still it will hover around that area. Okay, now put OI maximum is at 24,200 and 300 level. New put OI is coming at around 24,200, and maximum again coming at 24,000. So 24,200 is the stronger support. So 24,000 is the bigger support, 24,200 is the immediate support, and 24,300 is the key pivot or the bullish acceptance level, I would say. And 24,450, the first upside objective, that's where it is very close to, that is where it is going to open. So you may get a dip to 24,350, and then it can bounce to 24,500. So 24,500 is a major resistance. That's where maximum call OI is there, and 24,600 is where the fresh call writing is happening. So just keep all these points in mind and trade responsibly, trade carefully. And if you would like to join the live market mentoring program, talk to my team, join the session where we trade live together and learn together. So see you there. Thank you.